Good morning. Dr. David Lunt here, forensic medical expert witness, presenting today on World War III is humanity extinction. You can and must stop it now. Our overpopulated, humanitarian, disaster-prone Mother Earth has seen a wealthy superpower modify a virus that has killed millions of people and disrupted world economies. A geographically enormous superpower invading inhumanely to gain territory. More wars ongoing with greater ferocity than ever before. Our planet is extremely fragile, rare and precious. It is the only planet known on which humanity can exist. Everyone, especially those in whose name these crimes against humanity have been committed, must play their role in returning sanity to our humanity. Man is motivated by money, law, and order. This provides the peace, health, wealth, and happiness that we all strive for. Our world is composed of many wonderfully different cultures, norms, and mores. We have evolved together mainly because we have not had the knowledge that could make humanity extinct. We still have amazing animal and plant diversity that we have not yet destroyed with our uncontrolled race for industrial advantage. We are creating more wars with greater ferocity than ever before. Everyone, especially those in whose name these crimes against humanity have been committed, must play their role financially in returning sanity to our humanity. Our diverse cultures live in peace and security when we police and control our own society by consent of our individual societies. We see medicine saving lives, but prevention by living together in peace and harmony saves many more lives. Our homes and diverse cultures are where we learn to live together. Indeed, learn how to control free societies and enjoy human rights, which have evolved as the cornerstone of freedom which we all deserve. Why are we creating more wars with greater ferocity? Everyone, especially those in whose name these crimes against humanity have been committed, must use their influence to dissociate themselves and their families from this behavior. We are all responsible for crimes committed in our name, as well as those we actively participate in. We cannot describe a major military invasion by any other name and pretend it is not happening. Real video evidence of war crimes are being watched by our world, and I have no doubt will not be allowed to continue as the perpetrators continue to escalate remote bombardment of cities. Retaliation will occur against the perpetrators irrespective of nuclear war threats. Everyone, especially those in whose name these crimes against humanity continue to be committed, must use their influence to dissociate themselves, their families, and their society from this behavior. In most societies, we control people that harm others by imposing monetary fines and/or imprisonment and/or victim compensation. We can do the same to nations that commit war crimes and crimes against humanity. Real video evidence of war crimes are being watched by our world, and I have no doubt will be allowed to continue as the perpetrators continue to escalate remote bombardment of cities. If these perpetrators know the fines they will have to pay, they will soon stop. How much compensation for life lost to be paid to the bereaved families? £1 million for every man, woman and child killed? Send them invoices for human rights loss. Their vast oil and gas reserves will no longer belong to them or the perpetrators, whoever they are. From a forensic medico-legal investigation, there is enormous preservation of real video evidence that the whole world has watched. This harm has already been described by the United Nations and is clearly infringing international law. Legal trials open to the world media will still be necessary because open transparency of totalitarian states to the populations that they are answerable to is needed. Prevention of this race to self-destruction of humanity is also needed. We showed our desire for global cooling, nature conservation, disaster prevention, and environmental pollution controls. However, meaningful resolutions were blocked by nations who have now shown why. Let's make 2023 UN Climate Change Conference, UN COP28, successful. Immediate withdrawal of all Russian invading troops and cessation of aggression and nuclear threats is now required. They do not have enough money to pay for the harm that they are continuing to cause. Their assets of oil and gas will now need to be a world asset from which harm compensation can be paid and production severely limited to comply with global cooling. World nuclear disarmament, starting with Russia, because they have threatened our world with nuclear extinction and invaded a sovereign independent country. Our world community must police and prevent this type of national behavior ever happening again. Humanity is an evolved morality that has been contributed to by many factors. Diverse religions, which themselves have created many wars, but aimed at to create a better world in heaven and on earth. Industrialization that has provided a standard of living and care unknown to previous generations. Our knowledge has exploded in many diverse ways, from space exploration to dark matter and medical miracles. Care for all the world's wonderful life forms. We have the knowledge to protect ourselves from extinction. We cannot allow others to destroy our evolved humanity. We need to start preparing now for the 2023 UN Climate Change Conference, COP28. We need to show we have created a war-free world. We can all work and live together in peace on our planet. Our knowledge has enabled us reversal global warming to pre-industrialization temperature levels. We can enforce fossil fuel replacement completely by financial means. Human rights are universally accepted. We have the knowledge to provide a healthy environment in which our future generations can develop healthy minds and healthy bodies in peace and security. Thank you. This we can all achieve together. It is not impossible. It looks as if it's going to be a big task, but if all of us work together, we are able to win and achieve a safe planet on which we can all live and not worry about being under nuclear threat from anyone. Thank you. Bye.